I was able to, realize the true essence of being a clinical instructor, skills preceptor, and the true essence of it. And what matters most is to, what can we contribute and inculcate for the students.
I didn't expect that Sir Pedro would be that patient, and he was so accommodating. He was trying to tell us that we need to, share our thoughts and ideas. And one of the ways that made it memorable is the fact that he was trying to tell us that he was giving us some important pointers so that we can be effective SP someday. So in that way, we kind of already absorbed everything that he has told us. So the environment was so conducive, I should say, and we were all receptive to the fact that even though the speaker is from Spain, so there were no barriers in terms of language. So we actually understand the way he taught us, and yeah, so it has really exceeded my expectations.
Definitely the expectations were met. Sir Pedro was very informative, and the discussions were very relevant in terms of how I should conduct myself as a simulationist.
Yes, they were met because first there's self-awareness. I know what's lacking in me, and then the training actually helps me to know myself better. If you know yourself better, then you can actually help others, because from there you know what's your strengths and your weaknesses. So from there on, you can polish yourself into a better version of yourself.
Yes, it was certainly met in a way. So what I've been trying to ask to myself is that if those simulations that we gave to the students are that effective, or if it is a high fidelity or authentic, then that question in my mind was answered during the training. So given the standards, the proper structure of a simulation, and I somehow correlated it to my current simulations being given to the students, I can somehow say that the training became a validity to us SP, that the simulation that we are currently giving are definitely authentic and somehow high fidelity.
Well, those expectations were met just because, it enhances my knowledge further. And since Sir Pedro strengthened more the topics that I'm longing to, no? In order to develop more my abilities and skills when it comes to simulation.
Yes, I was able to met those expectations in a way that I can apply those in future deployment, especially in, for example, I was able to deliver those in students.
Yes, it was really above expectation. So I was able to enhance my knowledge regarding the fidelity or the high fidelity. So Sir Pedro was able to mention different examples, like we are not really dependent on the equipment that we're going to use on our deployments, but we can base it on what the skills of the SPs are, which is about being resourceful of the things that we have, and of course imparting our knowledge. That I think that's the ultimate goal of the whole training, enhancing our knowledge regarding the simulations, the fidelity itself, and how we can apply it on our deployment.
It exceeded my expectation because at first I know it by just the subject itself, by the context, but with this 4 days training, I'm able to analyze, I'm able to picturing out in my own scenarios, given scenarios. Then I'm able to be able to know its value. Then the more that I can share it with my future students.
Yes, the expectations were exceeded, not just met, because we were not only taught, or I did not just understood the concept, but I was able to be involved in creating the scenario and experience to be one of the debriefer and participant.
I see that the environment is very conducive in new learning. It is light, it is fun. We just laugh every time, but still, we learn something from Sir Pedro.
It's a great expectation for improving ourselves and dealing with a lot of my co-nurses here in SCT, and it's a great opportunity to express yourselves when Sir Pedro asks you a question, and it's a great idea of expressing your own ideas.
Yes, absolutely. I learned a lot, especially this. It's a new for me, this clinical simulation. This is very modern for me. And using these tools and some methodology of learning that he taught us during our training, it helps me a lot. And then I can apply that to my performance, being a new staff here. So what I learned from him, I will apply it to my work.
Okay, the top 3 things for me that stood out. First is the training itself when it comes to realism and fidelity. So I was able to really understood well the true essence of it, about debriefing, the proper way how to debrief. And on a real base scenario, thirdly, is that there are a lot of ways to really improve as a professional, and we cannot just learn that from theoretical base, but also in the real life setting.
3 things, 3 takeaways. I guess number 1, professionalism. It made me realize that this profession is no joke. We really have the mission and the social responsibility to deliver the kind of quality education that our students deserve. So yeah, it kind of professionalizes the way we do here at HCT. So that's number 1, professionalism. Number 2 is, I develop more my cognitive skills. Not just my cognitive, but my affective skills. So more on my emotional quotient, emotional intelligence, because I kind of became more tolerant about other people as well. Tolerant in terms of their emotions, about how they feel, about their attitudes, and where are they coming from. So yeah, that's the second one. And the third one, I guess it's the importance of synergy, interdependence, and teamwork. So for someone who is a team player, it's so evident that I really got to enjoy in terms of conversing to my co-SPs, and that is very, very helpful to me to become a very flexible SP. So those were the things that I value about what we had for the last 4 days.
There were so many things that I learned from it, but the top 3 I think would be the element of how to create a simulation, wherein the process was discussed thoroughly in terms of how they do it in Europe, and then also how to be more sensitive to others in terms of social cognitive skills and recognizing the subjective views of nursing students and also my co-facilitators.
For me, the briefing, the debriefing, and also the team dynamics, there are actually the key takeaways for me, because without the team dynamics, I think our program will never be successful, because we have to communicate with each other. And I think that is the most important thing with the training, the team dynamics and the communication as well.
One of the most notable things, not part of the lecture or the discussion, it's part of the pre-briefing actually. The quote about let curiosity guide your judgment really made a mark on my mind, because somehow I was enlightened by the phrase or sentence rather na let curiosity guide your judgment. And also, I've learned a lot. Example, one of the structure for creating a simulation. It was very helpful as a skills preceptor. Somehow made me improve my skills.
The approaches that Sir Pedro discussed to us regarding those topics, the emotions, how to handle the emotions of participants, how to analyze problems that encounter, what are the needs of the participants. Another is how to analyze and evaluate the needs. Sir Pedro discussed them further. That enhances my knowledge.
I would like to apply those strategies in improving better and building confidence also. And also to improve more techniques in delivering those for students.
Well, definitely, it's a must that we should apply that on our job as a skills preceptor, especially during our deployment. And I think we're going to emphasize more on debriefing, since based on the training, it can change the way the student think. Like, let's say, for example, they did something wrong with the simulation or the return demonstration, and they focus on that. So with the help of debriefing, it can be a learning session, and it can, increase or change the way they think of the total simulation itself.
Yes, like in simulation, it's a new topic for me actually, since yes, I may be an experienced nurse in my field. I've been to medical surgical, I've been to onco, I've been to my specialization now in the renal, in the hemodialysis. But having these trainings, I can perform, I can teach to my students, especially I can help them to be able to boost their confidence that it's okay, you'll be able to do this, to gain that confidence they need, so that in the future they'll be able to perform it. I will always remember these 4 days. There are too many thoughts, but generally I really thank the company because this kind of trainings, it will be beneficial in the long term for us and also the students that we will teach, especially in providing the highest quality of care that we can have, so that the students will also be empowered to be globally competitive in the future.
I will immediately apply this to our students. When I'm going to be deployed, I will do a scenario that was taught by Sir Pedro.
I think everything that we learned from our 4-day training is really applicable in doing our curriculum. It is our basis on how we'll deliver the message or the new education to our students. So it's really important to adapt to those changes in terms of our curriculum.
My plan is I have to better equip myself with the needed of people, because you can meet a lot of different types of people, and I hope I can render and give all the needs and services.
What I learned from him, I can apply it to my work, especially these tools and some methodologies in learning that he taught us.
Sir Pedro, thank you so much for that productive and high quality training. I really learned a lot as a professional, and I'm looking forward to be just like you in the near future. And I'm also very excited to really apply these learnings to my incoming students here in the company.
I appreciate you, sir, personally, from the bottom of my heart. It was a very fruitful and productive sessions that we had with you. I hope that you will continue with your mission and your vision to, spread the knowledge that we all need as facilitators someday. So even if this concept was just new to maybe some of them, the way you taught us was so special that made us think that we are special people as well. And it made me become the better version of myself. So I hope that you will enjoy your stay here in the Philippines, few more days before you get back to Spain. And I hope that you will going to be back and you will share another concept with us. I hope that will happen soon.
Hola, Sir Pedro. Eres muy bueno And muchas gracias.
Sir Pedro, buenos dias! I'm kind of sad you didn't pick me. I was hoping for that. But anyway, I'm so grateful that you are here in HCT in the Philippines and welcome, mabuhay. That's all.
For Sir Pedro, thank you because you didn't just give lessons and improved our way as SP, but also the constant trainings with you experts in these fields is a definite validity and reminder to us that we are currently doing our jobs well, and it was very evident during the training. So thank you, Sir Pedro.
Well, Sir Pedro, thank you very much for enhancing my knowledge. It's because of you it broadened more and broaden further my knowledge regarding simulation, and rest assured that I will apply them to other courses also, programs of HCT.
I would like to say thank you for all those knowledge that had been imparted to us. Since for me, I improve a lot since day 1 to day 4, and then I'm looking forward to see you in the future, and thank you for sharing your knowledge.
Sir Pedro. Well, first, sir, thank you so much for being here. I know that you have a very busy schedule, but you spent some time with us. We really appreciate that. And thank you for imparting your knowledge. I hope that you continue your advocacy in helping the nurses, can be a bridge to a better future of the healthcare society here in the Philippines, or even you. You can be the bridge of those bright or smart thinking nurses worldwide.
Hi, Sir Pedro. Hope you can remember me. My name is Ram. I told you that when I went to Europe, I'll go to Barcelona, and hopefully that you can tour me around your university. And I'm excited and hope that you enjoyed your stay here in the Philippines. So good luck. See you maybe in the next months, in the next years to come. God bless.
Sir Pedro, thank you so much for the opportunity to be one of your students. And I was able to not only learn how to do creating a scenario, but I was able to become a better simulationist, you call it, and a better instructor. How can I understand more of the student and maximize their learning potentials?
Thank you for giving us your time and to educate us to new education and to giving us enough time to absorb everything. And we're hoping and praying that we can see all together next time.
Sir Pedro, thank you for coming here, and we hope that you can come again, and it's a great opportunity of meeting you, sir. Sir Pedro, thank you so much.
Sir Pedro, I want to take this opportunity to thank you because it is a great chance for us, being a new here, to be trained by you. And according to them, as what they said, it's once in the blue moon only. It happened in our time that we are still new here, that you came here and teach us. So we learned many things from him. And looking forward to work with you again in the future. Thank you very much.